Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you have requested: how to set boundaries with a narcissist without saying a word. That's right, we're going to explore the subtle yet powerful ways you can protect your peace and sanity without even having to utter a single word. So, let's get started. Dealing with a narcissist can be incredibly challenging. These individuals often have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. They can be manipulative, controlling, and downright exhausting to be around. However, setting boundaries with them is crucial for your mental and emotional well-being. And the good news is, you don't always have to confront them directly. Sometimes, actions speak louder than words. One of the most effective ways to set boundaries with a narcissist is by using your body language. Nonverbal cues can communicate volumes without a single word being spoken. For example, maintaining a confident posture, making eye contact, and not reacting to their attempts to provoke you can send a clear message that you are not easily manipulated. When you stand tall and hold your ground, you're asserting your strength and self-respect, which can deter the narcissist from trying to undermine you. Another powerful tool in your arsenal is the strategic use of silence. Narcissists thrive on attention and drama. They feed off your reactions and use them to fuel their sense of superiority. By refusing to engage in their games and remaining silent in the face of their provocations, you deny them the satisfaction of seeing you upset or flustered. This can be incredibly frustrating for them, but it also shows that you are in control of your emotions and not easily swayed by their antics. In addition to body language and silence, setting physical boundaries can be just as effective. This can mean creating distance between yourself and the narcissist, whether it's in a social setting or in your daily life. By limiting your physical proximity to them, you reduce their ability to influence or manipulate you. This can be as simple as choosing to sit on the opposite side of the room during a meeting or declining invitations to events where you know they will be present. Physical boundaries send a clear signal that you are prioritizing your own well-being and are not willing to subject yourself to their toxic behavior. Another key aspect of setting boundaries with a narcissist without saying a word is through the art of disengagement. Narcissists are skilled at drawing you into their drama and making you feel responsible for their emotions. By disengaging from their attempts to control or manipulate you, you take away their power. This means not responding to their bait, avoiding arguments, and not allowing yourself to be drawn into their chaos. When you disengage, you are essentially saying, I am not a participant in your games, which can be a powerful deterrent for a narcissist. It's also important to cultivate a strong sense of self-worth and self-respect. Narcissists often prey on those who have low self-esteem or are unsure of themselves. By building your own confidence and self-esteem, you become less vulnerable to their manipulative tactics. This can involve practicing self-care, seeking therapy or counseling, and surrounding yourself with supportive and positive people who reinforce your worth. When you know your own value, you are less likely to tolerate behavior that undermines it. Another subtle but effective strategy is to establish clear and consistent routines. Narcissists often thrive on chaos and unpredictability, so by maintaining a structured and predictable routine, you limit their ability to disrupt your life. This can include setting specific times for work, relaxation, and socializing, and sticking to these routines as much as possible. By creating a sense of order and stability in your life, you are effectively setting boundaries that a narcissist will find difficult to penetrate. It's also crucial to protect your personal information and keep certain aspects of your life private. Narcissists often use personal information against you, so by being mindful of what you share and with whom, you can safeguard yourself against their manipulative tactics. This means being selective about who you confide in and ensuring that your private matters remain private. When you control the flow of information about your life, you limit the narcissist's ability to use it against you. Lastly, practice the art of detachment. This means emotionally distancing yourself from the narcissist and their behavior. It involves recognizing that their actions and words are a reflection of their own issues, not yours. By detaching emotionally, you prevent their behavior from affecting your self-worth or emotional state. This can be challenging, especially if the narcissist is someone close to you, but it is essential for your mental and emotional health. Detachment allows you to maintain your peace and not get caught up in their toxic patterns. In conclusion, setting boundaries with a narcissist without saying a word is not only possible but also highly effective. By using body language, silence, physical distance, disengagement, self-worth, routines, privacy, and detachment, you can protect yourself from their manipulative behavior and maintain your own peace and well-being. Remember, actions often speak louder than words, and by embodying these strategies, you are asserting your own strength and self-respect in a powerful and non-confrontational way. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, take care and stay strong. Hey everyone, nice to see you again. It's great to have you here. Understanding and accepting your own worth is an important topic for anyone who is healing from a selfish relationship today. A comment I read not long ago made me really think about whether narcissists really want us back after a split. I couldn't find the exact message, but it started a great conversation that I can't wait to share with you today. When a narcissist puts down and manipulates you, it's normal to think that they no longer care about you. Their lack of interest can make you doubt your own worth and value. Today, though, we're going to talk about why this feeling comes up, what it means for your healing, and how you can change your attitude to see your true worth. Kindly like this movie and subscribe to the channel if this subject is important to you. With your help, we can keep making content that helps people deal with relationships and learn more about themselves. Okay, let's begin. We'll talk about how your absence affects the narcissist and why it's important to know your own worth in order to move on. You should always remember how valuable you are. Narcissists don't pick people at chance. They think about who they want to hurt. My wish is for you to get back in touch with the person you were before this union. We talk a lot about healing and understanding narcissistic behavior on our show. If the narcissist thought of you as top-notch supply, it means they thought you were very important. They felt loved, cared for, and supported by you, and you helped them achieve. Since you met, you've been a big part of their life and helped them grow. Giving such great help shows that you really care about other people. Narcissists love this kind of approval because it makes them feel good about themselves and makes them look down on us in the long run. This changes how things work. Even though we weren't pretty, famous, or rich, they thought we were better at first. To get close to us, they used manipulative methods like trying to win our pity and charming their way into our lives. During one part of our relationship, we were very important in their life. Narcissists leave us when they think they've taken everything they can from us, even if we still have more to give. It seems like they have forgotten about us because they treat us like we're nothing. But it's important to remember who you were before everything happened and get back in touch with that person. My main goal is to heal and accept myself along this path. If I talked about narcissism in a more common way, I might get more fans, but I won't talk about things I don't believe in or agree with. I'm here for people who understand my point of view, who are sensitive, who are drawn to this message. I've become very good at judging things, especially when it comes to understanding people who respond. Each comment is closely read, and I try to answer when I can. I want to tell you something important. Narcissists have a hard time when they lose someone like you. They stepped over us to get to where they wanted to go by using us as a ladder. However, once they get rid of us, they often get lost. A lot of people make the mistake of checking social media, which is where narcissists often post things to get people to reply. It was clear that the posts were meant to make people uncomfortable, with the new partner dressed just like me. Because I didn't want to deal with them, I blocked them from my social media accounts. As important as it is to understand that narcissists need us more than we need them, they turn things around by putting their own worries on us, which makes us think we need them. But that's not what's true. Without us, they can't do anything. There is no one else who can give them what we did, a one-of-a-kind gift that fit them perfectly. That's why our job is so important and hard to fill. Even though they tried to find someone else, their big egos and false beliefs led them wrong. I'd like to share this thought with you. You have something special to offer, and I want you to understand why a narcissist can't just take that away. It's very important that you understand how unique you are. Does this make sense to you? I hope so. The truth is that narcissists have problems when you're not around. As they tried to move up in life, they used you as a stepping stone. People are hurt when you decide to pull away or cut ties with them. They can't just browse social media or send late-night texts instead of you. Because you're not there, they can't help you like they usually do. They could try to find someone else to do your job, but no one else could. What matters is not how you look, but how you made them feel and how much help you gave them. It's important to know how rare real love is. If you're lucky, it might only happen twice or once in your whole life. If you loved them deeply, they would never be able to find someone else like you. It is not often that you find true love. It's important to remember what you brought to the relationship, even if it was flawed: love, care, understanding, and kindness. You were unique if you did your best. A love that only comes around once in a lifetime. I was that one person a narcissist loved very much. They tried to get in touch with me through fake profiles even though it had been 4 years and they were trying to sue me and hurt my image. When they reached out to me again not long ago, I pretended to be someone else, which finally made them back off. Their attempts to mess up my life have caused me a huge amount of problems. But if you were so important to them, it won't be easy to move on, no matter who comes and goes from their life. The link you had with them will always be remembered. A lot of people think about old loves, and you are one of the people who comes to mind. This message is for people who have been abused, used, or mistreated in partnerships. It's totally normal to be struggling with this truth right now. These words would not have made sense to me 5 years ago either. It can take a while for the truth of these events to sink in. You might be using a vacuum cleaner one day and suddenly remember a YouTube movie from years ago that said something similar would happen. It's amazing how right those predictions are sometimes. To be patient is key. Don't think about whether you'll ever use a vacuum cleaner. Just go about your day. Remember that you used to be their whole world, and they will never forget seeing you. It's important to know that narcissists often lie about being happy and successful to trick other people. Don't believe them when they show off pictures of expensive trips or say that their life is perfect. If you look up narcissist vacations online, you'll find many stories of people who had bad times traveling with narcissists. The holidays were terrible for me because I met an ego and a psychopath, which ruined the whole experience. That being said, going back to those places with an old friend, without their bad influences, was some of the most memorable travel I've ever had. Now it's clear that a narcissist's happy exterior hides a deep-seated sadness. I now understand scaling, which is a way for them to bring other people down to their level of unhappiness. Making you feel sad or miserable gives them a strange pleasure. But I want you to know that there is hope, even though things are hard right now. Things will get better over time. You'll understand how much of your life the narcissist took over when you look back. At first, you might want them back, but as time goes on, you'll want to stay as far away from them as possible. I used to make fun of the idea of getting back at a narcissist, but now I know it would only make them laugh. Not giving them that pleasure is better. Instead, work on realizing how valuable you are and starting a journey of self-discovery and growth. Don't forget who you were before you met the narcissist. They went after you not because you were easy to catch, but because they saw something unique about you that other people might have missed. When I met the narcissist for the first time, I started getting strange Facebook messages from people nearby, like "Hi, how are you?" Because of what had happened to me in the past, which I had talked about in other places, I was wary and didn't get involved much because I thought it might be a trick. Later, I found out that the narcissist sent those messages to see how I would respond to talking to other women. They were sneakily checking how loyal I was. They were even able to get into my phone. During our relationship, I never looked for other women on social media. The only time I did something wrong was when I checked out a coworker's page, which led to a big fight. When I found out that someone had hacked into my phone, I understood how closely the narcissist had been following my every move. With all the chaos on social media these days, where could they find someone as committed as I used to be? In fact, that's why I was the right match for them. I care about others, tell it like it is, and am very loyal. I give my all when I say I will do something. I don't lie or try to control you, I'm caring and loving. These are the things I brought to the narcissist's table. You might find parts of your own life in my story. Think about the narcissist's new friend. You could say that they broke their privacy as well. How long before this new person starts secretly talking to or looking at other people online? Most likely, that relationship didn't last, or if it did, the narcissist had to settle for less than what they had with me. Trust your gut, your faith, and your understanding. People with good intentions are sometimes taken advantage of, but there is always hope. It's about finding the good in things. The narcissist lives in the same world as us, but they always forget what they liked about us and have trouble adjusting to life without us. Even though they act happy on the outside, it gets harder for them to keep up the act over time. Like switching from a high-definition TV to a grainy TV or from first class to coach, their quality of life goes down. For when it comes to parents and children, the bond is strong, but narcissists have a hard time making real relationships and choose shallow pleasures instead. The deep spiritual and emotional bond they used to have with us is what they really miss, and they can never get it back. For narcissists, life is really hard without you. They feel that loss very strongly, especially if you haven't talked to them at all. You have to cut off all ties with them in order for them to truly understand the effects of their deeds. That means not answering their texts or calls to make up. Some people might disagree, but I think we have the right to talk to them about how they're acting. It can help to face them directly, but it's usually not a good idea. Telling a narcissist about their flaws can make them think about themselves, especially if they aren't aware of them. This understanding can be very important. It's important to know what you're worth. Take a moment to think about what makes you special. Don't compare yourself to other people because you're unique. Your fingerprints, voice, and eyes are all truly yours, whether you believe in fate or a higher power. No matter who they meet, they will never find someone else like you. Just think about it, your soul is worth more than anything you own. There is nothing more valuable or expensive than the core of who you are. This trip is about getting in touch with your inner self, away from the things of this world. They're clearly having a hard time without you. Their acts have made things even more complicated, so sincere outreach is not likely to happen. From my own experience, a simple "Hi, how are you?" felt fake after everything. It wasn't about real regret, but rather a test of the seas, which is why I told them the truth. This taught me that their efforts to get back together, even after years, are desperate. It will be hard for them to find another link like ours. One skeptic who was skeptical at first started to see the truth as our talks turned into honest ones. His trip helped him understand things more deeply and rekindle his faith. It is very important for you to find your own facts and realities. Narcissists finally face consequences, even if they hurt others for years or even involve children. Even though they were having problems, they stayed in touch because of family ties. However, their attempts to make peace were strongly turned down. They'll spend their whole lives trying to get back what they had with you, but they'll never get it back. It's a never-ending, pointless quest. This is a normal part of the process if you find it hard to understand these factors, especially as you're healing. Narcissists often show their bad traits during brief periods of happiness. To protect yourself and keep them from getting the attention they want, you need to be able to see them clearly and without any distortions. When you pull away, they might start to long for you again, first in a subtle way and then more openly. Remember that narcissists rarely leave for good, they usually come back out of the blue. Don't wait for this cycle to happen. Instead, work on healing and loving yourself. As you grow, the world will put you in touch with people who really want to help you along your path. In contrast to your relationship with an ego, real love makes your life better. They might never find someone who loved them as much as you did, but you can still find real love. Thanks for seeing it. Please like, subscribe, and share this if you thought it was helpful. More empowering material is on the way. Don't forget to read the information below about the free book and one-on-one consultation.